Hey everybody, it's Gen X Speaks. It is Sunday, March 8th, 2026, and today we need to talk about the FBI memo that the White House is stifling. Apparently, the FBI, along with Homeland Security and maybe one other agency, maybe CIA, with counterterrorism experts anyway, came up, they developed a memo that was supposed to be released to local law enforcement in the United States to warn of increased terrorist activity as a result of the Iran war. The White House was given an advance copy of this to as a kind of a heads up, and the White House officials, Stephen Miller, most likely, put a ban on it, an indefinite ban until they could properly vet the information. Now, on the surface, one would think that this is just a way of the White House trying to put off the idea that terrorism is increasing because of their war. But you have to think like Stephen Miller in this case. Stephen Miller doesn't think like most people. He's psychotic and an asshole. So when you put that combination together, think about what the goal might be here. The goal, the White House knows that the war is not well liked amongst both the people and amongst Congress members. Nor is it liked around the world. Our allies, many of our allies, are viewing it as an illegal war. And in fact, Britain has not allowed us to use their facilities as part of the attack on Iran because it's an illegal war. Now, if you're Stephen Miller, how do I get support for this war? Well, there are terrorist activities increased. What if, just bear with me for a second, what if we allowed a terrorist attack to happen? It would garner support because Americans are vengeant by nature, and they would want us to then go in, send our troops in like we plan to do anyway, to Iran and avenge the Americans who died. Also, places like Britain, they might have sympathy for us because we were attacked. So maybe they'll get involved as well. They'll our allies who don't want to be involved will take it as a sign. Oh, maybe we should help out here. God, where have I heard this before? Where we had information on terrorist activities and it was ignored, and then like a few weeks later a big attack happened. Where was that? Oh yeah, 9/11. And then suddenly, as if some kind of magic happened, the entire country wanted to go to war. It had supported the people, it had full-on support of Congress, and it even created enlistment numbers, or upped our enlistment numbers. You have to think like Stephen Miller in this situation. He, and probably others in the government, are openly allowing information to not get through in hopes that an attack occurs, so that they can then turn it around and use it for support in their illegal and what's the word I'm looking for? Avoidance war, their diversion war, which is potentially going to lead to World War III. I hate to be the one to bring this to you, but you watch. We'll see if I'm wrong. I hope I am. Believe me, I hope I am wrong. But keep this in mind. Just today, there was an attack on the U.S. Embassy in Oslo, Norway. Now, I don't have any other information on it yet as to who did it. No one was killed, thankfully. But the facility was damaged. It was bombing of some kind. It's already starting. My advice to Americans is stay vigilant. Don't overreact. Don't think that every brown person you see is a potential terrorist, but be vigilant. And have exit plans if you go to large public gatherings. That's all I'm saying. Y'all have a good day.